I have children who attend schools who have soccer games, y'all. You know, you all are asking me as if I'm not a parent in this city. I get it, I'm mayor, I get it, but you're asking me to give you a date and I have to court. Do you understand that you have not had a mayor like me? I get that. I have a wife, I have children, they have schedules. And plus, we still have public safety that we have to address. We still have the unhoused that we have to address. I still have a budget that I have to address. And I'm doing all of that with a black wife raising 3 black children on the west side of the city of Chicago. I am going to the border as soon as possible.
What is going on, guys? Hey, I want to come back to you. I wanted to bring a story about how these black mayors of these black cities, man, they want to, they want everyone to know how great they are. Even if they're not doing a great job, because they're black. That's why. They want everyone to know how good they're doing because they're black. We're black. We're blackity black. So again, we're doing great. We want you to know that we're doing great, even though we're not doing great. Because again, crime is out of control in Chicago and Philadelphia and New York and, DC. Man, St. Louis. Man, these cities, man, are going out of control. But again, they want you to know how well they're doing because they're black. They have all this added weight on their shoulder because they're black. That's why. But guys, I'm going to show you a clip here in a second of Mayor Eric Adams in New York basically likening himself to Jesus Christ. And, he pats himself on the back because, again, they have chocolate people, again, in power. But guys, watch this.
Only 2 years. We are moving the needle forward. Is there more to do? You're darn right there is. But this committed team is getting it done. Look at this team, folks. Look at this team. Look at my deputy mayors. First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. Deputy Mayor, stand up. They need to see you. Deputy Mayor Williams Isom. Deputy Mayor Mira Josie. Deputy Mayor Amazar. Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer. Have you ever seen this much chocolate leading the city of New York? And then go down the line. Look who's here. This is representative of the city. That's why people are hating on me. You trying to figure out why they're hating on me? They're hating on me because how many of you go to church? Ma'am, this is a Matthew 21:12 moment. Jesus walked in the temple. He saw them doing wrong in the temple. He did what? He turned the table over. I went to City Hall to turn the table over. First women police commissioner of color. First Spanish-speaking police commissioner. First Spanish-speaking correction commissioner. Go through the line of what we're doing. In 2 years. That's right. Because that's how we do it when you're from Brownsville. And so I know that many of you may stand around and say, well, Eric, we don't like this, we don't like that. I got it. That's the same.
He's likening himself to Jesus Christ. That's nothing but the devil. Nothing but the devil. But guys, man, we have truly got to be honest about this. We have truly got to be honest, man. Cities like New York and Chicago, they're doing horribly. They're doing horribly, man. Crime out of control. But again, they have black and brown. They love their black and brown. They're chocolate people. No, they don't. Again, man, that's just something they use in order to get into power. It shouldn't matter. You shouldn't vote by looking at color. You shouldn't. But again, they do. They do. They want a black person because they're black. They want a black man to be in power. Again, to appoint chocolate people. I mean, because again, man, like he said, he's like Christ. No, he's not. Again, New York City is failing. It's failing. It's going down the damn tubes. We have got to recognize what's happening.
The NYPD separately also arresting 7 migrants in an early morning raid in the Bronx Monday, whom officers say were behind a robbery ring in the city. Investigators say the suspects would ride up behind victims on stolen mopeds, mostly women walking alone, and snatch their phones and purses. The NYPD telling Fox New Yorkers and tourists must stay vigilant.
Wave of migrant crime has washed over our city. They're essentially ghost criminals. No criminal history, no photos, no cell phone, no social media. Sometimes we're even unclear on a name or a date of birth. And on top of that, these operations are extremely sophisticated. They intentionally try to evade the police.
I mean, the migrant crisis, and again, that's all their fault. I mean, again, they're a sanctuary city. That's what they are. And they're getting a fraction of what Governor Greg Abbott is getting in Texas. A fraction. But again, so Governor Greg Abbott's not ruling the city, not at all. Again, the leadership is. And again, it comes from people like Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't care. He does not care one bit. But again, they're down with the black and brown. It's all about diversity. Man. They have enough black and brown people up there. That's all they care about. They have enough gay people. They have enough whatever. They don't look for the people that are actually qualified to do the job. They don't. They look for black and brown. Black and brown. That's all they care about. And again, that helps keep them in power. That brings me to my next point, which is New York City right now is planning on giving $53 million worth of prepaid cards, debit cards, to illegals to buy their food, their supplies, whatever they need.
The mayor of New York City has a new plan to help migrants with the cost of food. It's drawing criticism, I should tell you. Eric Adams' proposal is to give families prepaid credit cards that they can use to buy food or supplies. Texas Governor Greg Abbott slammed the idea, calling it reprehensible. So let's get into it. How does it actually work? National correspondent Axel Tercios is based in New York. Axel, I know this is always playing out right around you. And, you know, there are locals who are very hospitable, others who say, hey, we want resources as well. Can you give us some details of how the plan would work?
Well, Chance, it's mixed emotions around New York City residents, and the mayor's whole plan is to basically replace the already non-perishable food boxes that the city is providing to migrants, single adult migrants and migrant families that are staying in hotels like this, which is the former Roosevelt Hotel here in Midtown Manhattan, which is now serving as the main intake center for all of the migrants that are coming in. And just before I go into details, I want to show you that we can still see some people lining up here, coming for the first time, like Alejandro. I was just talking to Alejandro. He just arrived from Venezuela. His friend, who is wearing the black hoodie, he was telling me that his state limit at the shelter is about to expire this Friday, as the city right now established this new shelter state limit for 30 days for single adult migrants and 60 days for families. So we are going to keep seeing more people making line here to try to get a spot in one of the city's shelters. So the amount on these prepaid credit cards will depend on the number of members in the family, and also if they're making any income at all during the month. So they will be able to get this prepaid credit card to buy food at groceries, supermarkets, convenience stores, and the bodegas. So a family of 4, for instance, could get up to $1,000. And the mayor says that there are a lot of benefits behind this, because this is going to allow the families to buy food based on their preference and also culturally relevant to their diets.
I mean, again, we're going to give $53 million in prepaid debit cards to migrants. They came across the border the wrong way, illegally. We're going to give them, credit cards, debit cards, whatever, man. Again, we're paying them to stay in these nice hotels. But we're paying them to stay in New York City. We're paying for them to be there. What would cost you thousands of bucks to stay? They can stay there free. No charge. So again, man, we're paying for the health care. We're paying for the kids to be educated. And again, they're staying there free. And we're going to give them also, like $1,000 debit card every month to a person that has 4 people in their family. Really? So a mother, a father, and 2 kids. We're going to pay an extra, $12,000 a year to them so they can buy whatever food, whatever they want. That's like, man, again, if you came here, with sanctuary status, if you came across the border the wrong way and claimed sanctuary, and you're in a sanctuary city in this country, and they're paying for you to live there, they're paying for your food, they're paying for your health care, they're paying for your kid to be educated, and now you don't want to eat the food they're giving you. So again, they got to pay for you to have a debit card, credit card, for you to buy your own food. Again, we have got to truly recognize, man, what is happening in this country. We are being bled dry. And again, man, it is going to destroy our country. And it basically already has. But, I can't believe, it's like more and more people are going to come. Why? Because, again, they're being given whatever they want. And that is what the problem is. We have truly got to look at that. That is what the issue is. You're not going to stop. If you're being given what you want, more and more and more people are coming. We have got to recognize this. But again, people like Eric Adams and Brandon Johnston and, again, vote for the black and brown. Vote with the Democrats, man. Vote for the wrong people. Vote for the compassionate people. It's not that they're compassionate. They're pretending. They want to look a certain way, so you vote for them. So you think they're good. It's all about the ego. It's all about propping themselves up so they look like, like Eric Adams said, like Jesus Christ. But hey guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a